All right, so recently Adidas released a couple pair of sneakers that feature this Lightstrike Pro sneaker cushioning technology that's just incredibly soft. But basically, I wanted to see if this is a shoe that I could wear casually or not, because it's kind of obviously a performance running sneaker. So shame on me for trying it again. But honestly, I needed to get these in hand to give it a density check, to compare it against other sneaker cushioning technologies and see how soft this one is and how it lines up, because I'm going to do a comparison video of all the different sneaker cushionings in a future video. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you guys have not to this channel, and it will notify you if you hit that bell. Obviously, I'm telling you guys how to use YouTube. You guys know how to use YouTube, right? Anyway, you guys can do that. Follow me, and then I'll be doing that density check video very soon. Hopefully by the end of this month. It's just a lot of stuff in between then that I need to get done. But this is a shoe that I was really interested in. First of all, aesthetically, I thought the shoe looked super rad. I love the difference on the midsole from the first version of these, which I did a review on as well from a casual perspective. And honestly, it was the first time I tried the Lightstrike Pro with the first version, and I was blown away. I was like, this is the next level for what Adidas needs to do and make it more mainstream, because obviously Adidas Boost was and is forever my favorite sneaker cushioning technology out there, but it's not the softest anymore. It's not the squishiest. There's a lot of better stuff on the market, or just newer stuff, lighter stuff. So this falls in that category of lighter and probably better than Adidas Boost. And so, you know, I wanted to go ahead and give it another try from a casual. Now, it does have some of the same technology as the first one, which has a roller sensation or a rocking sensation, which is not, personally, in my opinion, always the best for a casual. From what I found through the years of trying them, is it's just not the best casual. You can walk around them and stuff, but really that rocking sensation is best suited for, obviously, performance running. So throwing that out there, this is obviously a casual review of a $220 running sneaker. I know for those runners, please turn away. You guys don't want to see this video. But for those people that are interested like myself, like, new sneaker cushioning technology, new flagship sort of ish model. There's a better one than this, but this is a next in line. I wonder if it's any good. That's the reason why I'm doing this video. And I'm spending my money on doing it because I bought these out of my own pocket. So if you guys are interested in that, then stay tuned and let's go ahead and jump into the video. What is going on, guys? Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. If you guys haven't been to my website, check it out in the description. I post a bunch of sneaker deals whenever I find them, new stuff that comes out, and just sneaker sales and stuff like that. In this video, we have the ADIZERO ADIOS Pro 2.0, and man, it's a mouthful, but a really cool, really like futuristic looking running shoe. I actually really dig the design elements of a lot of the Adidas shoes that they end up putting out, and this one's no different. I really like the overall look of it. It's an incredibly interesting shoe. I went true to size. I would say it fits true to size personally. There's definitely some things I really like about the shoe from a casual. There's a couple things that I really didn't like from a casual as well. So is it suited for you or not? I guess you guys will be the judge in the video. A couple words from what Adidas says about these shoes. The energy rods, that's the thing on the bottom. Tuned and lightweight stiffness for a more anatomical driven transition. That transition from heel to toe kind of gives you that carbon fiber plate transition, and they're doing it with these energy rods instead. It has CELERMESH 2.0. I want to call it celery, but it's not. Ultra lightweight, partially recycled polyester upper, created for speed with flexibility, breathable and targeted support based on data from real runners. Not from myself, but I can see the data is definitely nice on these, and that CELERMESH or whatever it's called is actually really nice. It is kind of like the same stuff as like Nike's been doing with a lot of their flagships as well. It's kind of a rougher sort of feel to it, but it's very breathable for those people that want that extra breathability. These have a ton of it. And then of course that midsole, revamped construction with 2 layers of Lightstrike Pro foam to provide energy return. So it's 2 layers. Interesting that they call it out that it's 2 separate layers of the same exact materials. The Nike Pegasus Turbo is one of my favorite shoes pretty much of all time at this point for comfort. And they had a Zoom X layer on the top part of a midsole and then a Nike React layer on the bottom part. And they didn't really promote it very well, but it was the best of both worlds for sure. You know, durability on the bottom half, and then definitely soft squishy on the top half. But this has 2 layers of the Lightstrike Pro. So is it soft and squishy? Well, I do have a durometer thing here that I'm going to show you guys, or a durometer if it's called that. I'm, you know, a noob and I don't know, but this stuff is pretty darn soft, man. I'm going to do a little test here and see. So the overall squish of the shoe runs at about a 25 to 28 roughly, which is pretty soft. It's not the softest out there, but it is very, very soft. Comparatively, like the rubber on the bottom of like an NMD is about a 58 or so. So obviously like 25, 27 is a lot softer than that. Overall feel on feet is excellent though. It's super soft, squishy, and it's definitely something that my feet appreciate. Is it something for casual or not? You know, again, not really the perfect shoe for casual. It's a great shoe to just get a taste of that awesome technology, the Lightstrike Pro, but it's not the one that I would recommend for you to go out and just try from a casual. Some of you can try it and leave a comment, let other people know if it's actually perfect or not. But there's a couple reasons why I would say. For one, as these energy rods in here definitely give you a little bit of a rocking motion. And again, if you like that, even from a casual, it's not bad for walking around in by any means. But if you're standing around, it might fatigue you a little bit. But what I would say is the width of the shoe is a little bit too narrow in the back section of the heel strike. I like the softer, squishier cushioning in a wider heel strike because I like that absorption of that heel strike. Also, the next thing is these don't pass the no hands test. Unfortunately for myself, the lace is, and the upper is just kind of like this. It's kind of disheveled. It's very, very easy to manipulate, and the tongue is really, really floppy. So trying to put these on is kind of difficult to get the tongue in perfectly straight. You definitely have to take an extra second to adjust everything, which obviously some people can be like, well, don't be lazy. Just take a second and adjust your thing. Yeah, well, I get it. You guys are right. But for those people that know what I'm talking about, like to be able to just slip them on and go, then obviously this is a little bit more difficult than your standard pair of sneakers out there, at least for me. The last thing that I would mention is for some reason they use this really rough material for the little cushion pods on each side of, it looks like a little smiley face on each side of the inner collar. They use this really like rough material on that. And when you wear these with like low cut socks, it was really rubbing on my ankle and I wasn't feeling that at all. So that's one thing to note as well. The rub right here is pretty significant. Not something that I really loved. That's three things that I really didn't like between the width of the back, the tongue, and then the little bumps back here. But to counterpoint, three things that I really like about the shoe. Obviously, the Lightstrike technology is amazing. Also, it's extremely breathable with this CELERMESH 2.0 upper. I love the fact that it is very, very breathable. The Continental rubber is nice and very, very thin. And another positive for me is the weight of the shoe. 7.9 ounces is a great weight for what you get in this. Very, very light and very airy, something you can wear in the summertime and feel like you made a right choice. And then also just the overall design of the shoe is awesome. The midsole design is super, super rad. I like what it offers, and I wish, it was just a little bit wider in the back, and then this thing would be something that I would probably wear on a regular basis, even from a casual, just because I needed that extra on the back. But if you run in these, leave a comment as well from a performance perspective. Is it something that you guys are digging or not? They did have a flagship one that was like $250. Didn't get my hands on those ones. Those sold out before I could get a pair of them, but I snagged a pair of these just for fun. If you guys want to buy a pair of these, though, check the link in the description. Personally, it might be worth checking out if you really want to just try that Lightstrike Pro. At the very least, you can just try it out, and if it doesn't really fit your needs, then you can just return them. But ultimately, it's a pair that I'm going to end up keeping. I will do a density video soon of all the different cushioning technologies to let you know which ones that I've looked at and tried are the softest, and then kind of go to like the firmest for comfort sneakers. But that I can't wait to do that video for you guys. I'm excited to get that one out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good rest of the day, and we'll see you guys hopefully we'll see you guys back here for some more videos. All right, peace, guys.